Hello there, I'm from a neutral country, and I would like to talk to you today about one of my teachers. Now, this teacher is a feminist. She haven't said that herself, but that shines clearly through her mask. I mean, if one of my male classmates talks in the class, says maybe 4 words, 5 words, they will get noted, and yeah, they will get noted instantly. Yeah, sometimes you might give a warning, and then the next sentence they say they will get noted, but usually she notes them pretty much right away. And reason for that is that the girls already have talked a bunch, and then she's given us all the warning. But the thing is, when it comes to the girls, she won't note them up. First, they can say four sentences without any problems. When they get to the 5th sentence, and they're talking loudly, of course, she will then give them a warning. And then they might say 3 new sentences. And she will say, "You, next time, definitely." And next sentence, they get noted up, but then she doesn't deliver the note to our primary teacher, so they won't get in trouble for it. Now, is that the equality a feminist wants? I mean, she's a feminist, but she's discriminating against us males. I mean, isn't feminists all about equality? Apparently not. But now, that's not what I take biggest issue with her. No, it's something completely different. Something more serious, I would think. She is limiting our freedom of speech. She won't let us have our opinions about things. If we have an opinion, it's wrong. And that if that opinion doesn't reflect on her opinion. So she's completely non-tolerant of other people's opinions. That is quite clearly wrong. Every teacher should try to be unbiased. Not just that, but some of the words that are in our dictionaries we can't use, because she considers them profanity, but they're in our dictionaries. That means that Norwegian rules, language rules of course, state that these words can be used in the right context, and we use them in the right context all the time. I mean, what is wrong with us using dictionary full out? We're using every word. We're letting our vocabulary expand with all kinds of words. But no, she will limit our words. She will limit our freedom of speech. I remember once we had this debate where we discussed if rape, if it was worse to get raped at home or outside, and we said that because we took in account that this was a one-time happening, then we said it's worse to get raped outside, because then you won't go outside. But then she said, no, it's not. It's worse to get raped at home, because then you don't feel secure at home. And we had a big fucking discussion. We just said that it's much better to be a lot outside than it's to be locked up in your own home. But she wouldn't accept that. She wouldn't fucking accept that. She wouldn't even accept that it was our opinion, that it only was our opinion. No, she had to have we had to have her opinion. Also, when we discussed a literary work, and we interpret it, the whole class. When we went against one of her interpretations, she rejected that, even though it's only were our way of interpreting it. That's quite clearly not the way to be a teacher. You gotta be a bit open for other people's interpretations of situation and so forth. And you cannot reject some words that it's in the dictionary. If language rules let those words get used, they should quite clearly get used. And that one of the words I remember quite clearly that she limited was a word that will basically mean in English kind of like a devil, or you're like it's an adjective that you're being like a devil. And we used it she said that we used it wrong. That's her defense, that she won't let us use those mildly profane words which are accepted because we might use them wrong, or we will use them wrong. But we always use them right. We always use them how they should be used. Never once have she corrected us with using that word wrong, or any of the words wrong. So she's quite clearly mistaken. And I asked a much senior teacher about this subject, about like these words. He's much older, he has better education, he has been a teacher longer, so he quite clearly knows his stuff better. And he said, he laughed at the question and said, of course that is accepted. But our fucking feminists wouldn't accept it. No. Why the fuck? All words in the dictionary can be used, of course. If you use them wrong, you use them wrong, and then she have the right to correct us. But if we use it right, she cannot presume that once we will suddenly forget this rule and use it wrong, so it might give us some complication in the future. She must presume what the situation is right now, and when the situation is right now, that we are using it right, so she cannot say correct it so and mark it as wrong when it's right. She cannot do that. I'm pretty sure she can't do that. I mean, can she? No. She won't let us have opinions. She won't let us use words she considered profanity, but actually isn't profanity. And sometimes we might use profanity to characterize a person. You know, when a person uses a lot of profanity, you will get this sort of image of the person being this way or that way. But she won't accept that either. I mean, there's something quite wrong with that. You know, teachers ain't always right. You need to sometimes think for yourself. And discriminating feminist freedom speech limiting teachers, should those be in school? Should they? I'm from a neutral country. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, rate, comment, do whatever the fuck you want.